are live, everybody. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. Oh, I had a countdown.
You're delayed.
I thought it was going to be me this time, Eric. I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, it's like 4 seconds, 3 seconds. I'm watching the countdown go. I'm like, mute. Hey, everybody. It's Nancy here, Ambient Girl, and it's Monday night, which means it's Digging Life, and it is really hot and humid here. So it must be that way for you guys, too.
A little bit.
It was pretty hot today.
As you can see, I am sitting here with two of the finest here. I've got Bobby from East Coast Metal Detecting and Eric from Brotherhood Metal Detecting. And you also know Eric from the Copperhead Show every Wednesday nights. Speaking of Copperheads, Joe isn't here at the moment. It is his daughter's 21st birthday. So happy birthday to her. They're having a little family thing. And 21. God, guys, can you remember 21 years old?
No.
Eric's like, that was just last year.
Yeah, for him.
I wish.
For him, it was.
Like 20 years ago.
I know. Yeah, I have.
I was 21. That was 35 years, almost 35 years ago.
Oh, let's not start comparing years or anything, because I think I'll just cry thinking 21. I don't remember 21. I don't want to remember. So the chat is flying by. Why don't we take a moment and see who's here and say hello? I just saw Dan Anderson. Hi, Dan. He's in New Hampshire. Good to see you, Dan. Don Williams. Hey, Don. North Jersey Detector Jason is here. Dave from PA Relic Hunters. Ozzy Darren. Ozzy. Anthony from Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. And Nick Moore. They're going by. Hi, Jimmy Cloak. Hey, Jimmy. And Dennis from DF Diggers. And I think just Team Clambake. New Hampshire's being represented before Maine here. Wow. Way to go. We got Blackbeard Jay. He was here nice and early. That was great. Also, Mark Thompson. Thomas.
They already think he's not real.
But he kind of disappeared. And then I see, like, there's North Jersey Detector #1 fan. Jason, you got a fan. See? I told you they love you. Digologist John is here. Hey, John, great to see you. Steve Adams is also here. 508 Magnets Josh. Mark, am I early? Yes, you're right on time, Mark. I'm proud of you. Hey, look at Brotherhood Metal Detecting's in the chat, Eric.
Yeah, I'm in the chat.
You're in the chat. We've got Mark the Berg Hunter here. Hello, Mark. And Monk Cheetah. Hello, Monk Cheetah. And Team Lynch. Team Lynch, Beach Metal Detectorist.
Tim and Kathy, I got my water shoes.
That's right, Tim and Kathy. Oh, check out their channel if you haven't, guys. They're really finding some amazing finds lately. We've got Paul, American Woodland Relics here, and Relic Reaper is also in the house. And Ezra and Midtone Mackie are here. And, of course, Farmer Eugene, I'm sure you're here. So hello, everybody. Tractors for Farmer Eugene. To get my tractor in there. Detecting our past. It's hot in Seattle. There's some storms going across some of the areas. So some of you that are in those storm lines, please be safe. There's some nasty storms that I just saw. We've got some warnings, but they're mostly for up north. So I'm pretty lucky. They said we may see a stray. I mean, the sky's getting a little bit cloudy and dark here. So fingers crossed we don't lose any power and nothing happens here. So yeah, there's North Jersey Detector #1 fan is still here. That's awesome. And if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here like watching and looking really quickly going, who did I miss? Who did I miss? I'm sorry if I missed you. Yep.
Did you get Ozzy?
I did get Ozzy.
508 Magnets?
Yes, I did. And Stan is here, Admonish the Metal. And Dennis from Southwest Florida Treasure Detecting is also here. Yeah, Ozzy and Stan just put a video out just the other day. They were together up here detecting the beach here. So check them out. It was really good for you to see Ozzy back out detecting. I'm glad he's up and about and moving around a little bit better, and he's back out there swinging his metal detector. Lost Waste Detecting and Treasure Hunting. Hi, very nice to see you here. Oh, look at those tractors for Farmer Eugene. There we go.
Don Williams is in.
Don, where's Shelly? There she is. Can you dig it, Dawn and Shelly? What's up, diggers? Shelly's in the house. Oh, guys. Awesome to see you. So, we are going to start the show with just getting to know a little bit more about Bobby and a little bit more about Eric here. So, I know a lot of you have seen Eric and you might be a little bit familiar, but you're probably wondering how do these two guys connect? So, we're going to find that out in a little bit too. So, Bobby, we'll start with you. We're going to just give you some random questions. And if anybody has a question in the chat, just shoot it to us and put it at Ambient Girl Digs, and I'll try to catch it. The word is try, okay?
My answer is New Jersey.
New Jersey is the answer. That is true. That is the answer for you, though. So, Bobby, tell us a little bit about how long have you been metal detecting and what got you into metal detecting?
Seriously metal detecting, probably about 15 months. I started technically about 5 years ago. Hunted for about a summer, did mostly beaches. Kind of got out of it, and then when COVID hit, I still worked through COVID, but nothing was open. You couldn't do anything, so I decided I was going to get back into it. And I see so many people, in the groups and all that with Noxes. So I went out and I bought a Nox and started going back out again, and started finding some cool stuff, and then that was it. I was hooked, rehooked.
Yeah, I think COVID did that for a lot of people.
Yeah,
they said the sales of metal detectors and bicycles.
Yeah, for me it was kind of like a re-entry back in, but it just, with nothing open, and you could just go anywhere, and there was nobody around, and there were things open that you could go detect that maybe you couldn't before, with a lot of people around, and it just kind of opened things up a little bit, and that was it. I mean, that was it. I mean, I loved history anyway. There's a difference between seeing it and finding it. That was it.
Very much different. And a lot of people don't understand that either. When you try to explain why you like to metal detect. I mean, I get a lot of comment. You're like, you dig holes, you get dirty, you play dirt in the dirt.
Yeah,
they don't understand. They're like, you get excited over something rusty.
Sometimes.
Yeah, depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Hi, Frederick. Hi, Brad. I mean, you just don't know. Treasure trolls, hello. It's those things, especially when you find something and you don't know what it is.
That's it, the mystery.
So what about you, Eric? Why don't we just touch base again on how long you've been detecting then?
I'm on my 5th year, I think, of detecting. I started the Brotherhood Metal Detecting group with Jerry and a fellow that hasn't dug with us for quite a while. His name is Wayne. Then we brought in my brother, my brother Jerry.
Oh,
so I got two Jerrys in the group. And then recently we just added, we had Bobby here. Bobby's part of the Brotherhood now. And then and another guy named Scott. So we're 6 strong. So we're we've been gutting out as best as we can with each other, but we're kind of spread out throughout the whole state. So more South Jersey, Central Jersey, North Jersey.
So is most of your detecting done in Jersey then, or
it's all Jersey.
Done in Jersey. So it's like having your Brotherhood metal detecting crew, like my crew I have. It's like having your own metal detecting club.
Yeah, I guess it is like a little club. We got going. It's
quite a diverse group.
Yes, we pick on each other. It's all out of love.
Yep.
I mean, I really dig into my brother pretty well. Quite often, because I can.
Daily.
But that's the best part of being detecting with other people. I mean, it's great to go out by yourself, but and just kind of like, it's one of those things get lost in your head when you're out detecting by yourself. But when you're with a crew, another group of people, it's the laughs, it's the excitement of what everybody finds.
Yep, that's the best part. That's the best thing about it. Is
That's it. I mean, we bust on each
Hey,
other.
Lisa.
enjoying everybody's finds as
Yep.
if they were your.
Exactly. We bust on each other pretty good, but at the end of the day, when we're out there, I mean, somebody pulls something out, we're all running over. We just want to check it out and see, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's the best part. It really is. As we always say, the true thing about metal detecting is the friends that you find, the friendships that you make. Hey, we've got Miss Emily, Little Dirt Diggers in the
Emily.
house here, and Alan from Metal Detecting with the Silver Hunters. Mud SWAT also showed up, and there's Brad, and Finding Goodies is here too. Everyone, Lisa, hi Lisa. Sorry if I missed you. Everyone's just popping in. It's great. Hey, Piedmont Artifacts, great to see you. And the list is going down. It keeps scrolling. Sorry if I've missed you. I said that. Thank you, Stan. I just saw that too. Yes, the crew is waiting. I need to get out there. Jamie, the Metal Sharks. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you.
You need to get out there. That Knox ain't going to swing itself.
No, it's not. It's not. I actually got out this weekend. I got out on Saturday for 2 hours. I went up to, I have a friend who has a 1765 house, and just went a little bit in his back. He's got the main cart road that went down to town in his area, his old town, and along it is also like a bottle dump thing. And I've pulled some things before, so I just wanted to swing that again, just to get out there. And I bought myself a small little sifter. It's about 5 inches high. So when I go like bottle dump digging, I can do some sifting. So I wanted to sift the soil around there too, to see what else I could find. Man, it was pretty creepy, guys. We're talking about shoes again. I just kept finding shoe pieces and heels, and
At least you didn't find a foot.
Did I dunt?
That would have been interesting.
No foot, no feet, no toes, no nothing. It's weird because they just like pop out of the ground, these shoe pieces. You can see them out of all the things, you get a lot of glass shards, so much glass shards. But the shoe pieces are just everywhere. I'm like, either this guy was a cobbler or his family had really good shoes.
Or he had a shoe fetish.
There's a question already in the chat from Dennis. He wants to know, what detector does Eric and Bobby use?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I use 2 different machines. I use the Mountain Lab ETrack, and then I just started, for like the last couple months, started using the Knox 800.
Gun to the Knox.
I also use 2 different machines. Right now, the last about 2 months, maybe 3, I use my Knox 800, and I also have the Knox 600 as like my backup. I have a few others, but they're kind of just there. I do want to start taking. I was showing you guys before. One of these days, when I just got a couple hours, I'm going to take my bounty hunter back out just for all intents and purposes, just to kind of test it out a little bit. Haven't used it in a while.
We should actually do that.
We should
do a relic metal detecting day where we all go back out with our first detector, if you still have it, because I mean mine was a Tractor 4 bounty hunter, still have that, and just kind of go out there and either make a quick little video or a short to see. Just
all
to
the pull
kind of
tabs,
like,
all the pull tabs we pull up.
Well, you find some good things. It doesn't go too deep.
No.
That was the thing. I mean, I got hooked off of the Tracker 4. I really did. I was pulling some interesting relics out of the ground, but it didn't go deep.
As long as you get your coil over it, if it hits, it beeps, it's dig it. That's it. No matter what
and
you
Nick
have.
Mole, yeah.
That's it.
Nick Mole just said he loves his bounty hunter.
I started with the Go Find 60, I think it was.
Oh, did you?
That had discrimination on it, so that was good.
I was going to say, lucky there.
The only discrimination my bounty hunter had was whether or not I was going to dig it or not. That's it.
Dennis is wondering, can either of you explain the recovery speed on a Knox?
Recovery speed is, I guess, in between targets. I believe that is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 2 simultaneous coins very close to each other, it's going to pick it up depending on how you set it, how quick it's going to recover.
Yep.
From one to the other.
And what do you normally keep yours on? Do you have yours set, or do you just have the presets?
I have a coin shooting program that I found online somewhere, and I kind of integrated that into field 2 or no field 1, and then I kind of used those settings, but then I leave it open now. I don't even discriminate.
I don't either.
Completely
open.
Full horseshoe.
Yep.
That's one thing that I just started to try doing, and it's taken me a little bit to get used to it. In the all metal mode and just.
Yeah, I think it's just preference. I think.
I find myself like when I get that target, and I actually end up switching back over to one of my settings that I'm used to kind of hear what it was.
And what I did was with the ETrack I was able to change the tone ID. You can do it with the Knox also. So basically with silver, I have it really high, like as high as it'll pitch. I have for silver and coppers. And then as you get down into your different types of metals, like nickel and stuff, it'll be a mid-tone. Same thing with Indians. And then when you get down to your gold range, you get to a lower tone. And then when you're in iron, then you got your grunt. So it's good to have it nicely set up that way. So not only can you ID it from a VDI standpoint, you can also identify it for sounds, especially if you're listening for in iron and you're looking for a possible target that's in the iron. You can ID it just from that pitch.
Exactly, because some people I don't always look at my VDI.
I was going to say some people are VDI people only, and others just don't even look at it and they listen to the tone. Like Dime Detector just said, recovery speed sharpens or widens the coin field.
Yep. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I just go by sound, and I'll peek at it afterwards, but I don't just stare at my screen all the time.
Now it's good to learn both. I mean, I'm one of those that when I started, I was spending a lot of time looking at VDI because you were digging everything. So it's like, I was like, okay, here I am. I'm doing 16, 17 or whatever that is. And it's probably going to be a bullet. But it was like my VDI saying this, and I was trying to get used to the sound and the VDI and seeing what matches.
I think if you pay too much attention to your VDI, I think that makes it easy sometimes for people to cherry pick.
Yes.
And not dig certain things, and you do this long enough, and Eric can vouch for it. I mean, you can dig. I mean, midtones, you just don't know what you're going to find. Midtone could be anything. You find gold at midtone ranges or lower. So you pay too much attention to the VDI, you'll miss something.
This is true, and then you do kind of get low knowing that 26, 28 is that copper, so I know there's a coin there. You kind of like get these like VDI numbers in your head, which is probably not always a good thing to do. No, like Dennis just was saying, he uses a Equinox 600 and the recovery speed of 2 and found many deep targets. Maybe a fluke.
I don't even know what mine is on.
Hey, Adele.
I mean, 600's it's a great machine. It really is.
I have a 600.
I mean, I have a 6. I went to the 8. I knew I was going to probably do some more beach hunting and stuff like that. So I wanted to get the 8, but that 600, man, there's not a big difference between the two. There really isn't.
I mean, isn't the biggest difference is more like the gold machine if you're looking in gold areas?
Gold mode, yep.
I mean, honestly, which I've always kind of wondered. I wonder if there's a hack from a 600 to an 800 because it's the same internals.
Pretty much, especially with the update.
Yep. So you just wonder if there's not that I'm going to attack my machine. Trust me, I'm not.
Features. The advanced mode in the 800s are different than the 6.
Yep.
Okay.
You know about the advanced menus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On the 800, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if the 600 has the advanced options.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Josh is saying he wants to buy a 6, and the 800 can have many more personal settings. That's true.
You can't go wrong with a 600 though.
You can't. I'm happy. Before the 600, I was swinging an AT Max. I like Garrett. I liked my Max. Yes, it was chatty, but for me, I liked the chattiness because I could hear the tones better in the chattiness with me because I have a hearing problem. So, but the Knox, I'm so happy with the Knox.
That's it. Me too.
I'll give Andy a plug here. Andy ONeil. If you're interested in a detector, please go see Andy ONeil. He has the best deals out there. Just tell him Mark sent you. I get nothing out of it. Trust me, I get nothing out of it. He's an amazing human being. He's just an amazing guy.
Let me tell you something.
Very good guy.
When I bought my 800, I was leaning, and I just messaged Andy real quick, and I was like, dude, I'm thinking about an 800. He just basically sent me a message with a price. I'm like, oh, smack. Yeah, okay. I'll take it.
No, definitely.
And this is the type of person he is. I'll give you a little story. Yep. So I was going to come out digging in March, and a couple days before the event, I broke my cuff on my 800.
Ooh.
So I messaged Andy and I said, do you have a cuff? He said, I have one. He drove it to the UPS center so it could get out that day, so I'd have it and to have it in time. And he drove I think it was 15 or 20 miles to get it there.
So that's amazing customer service.
That's the type of guy that Andy is. He's just an amazing person.
Yep.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you can reach out to Andy. You can now also reach out to Joe Setti because Joe is now a rep for We Dig It.
Or Ray.
My daughter, Backyard Treasures, Kayla, she got her detector through Andy. Amazing deal she got with Andy. He was so good to work with her for her first detector. Made it really special. She had it here in, I think, 2 days. Yep. It was she decided it was, yes, this is what she wants. And then it was 2 days later, it was on the doorstep there. And he was so good to her and to make her first machine what she needed, and she got a few little extra things too. And it was, she praises all the time that Andy and Joe helped her out get that machine and get her started. And seriously, reach out to We Dig Metal Detectors.
Just a good dude.
And it's not just metal detectors they're doing now. So there's other things that you may need. It can just be your metal detecting supplies. And he's now expanded into some gold phosphorus and pans. And Joe mentioned something about a slingshot or something. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. I really want to see what that is.
They're even doing they just recently do coin stiffeners now. I just got a coil stiffener.
Hi, Richie. Really?
Yep.
Hi, crazy. But no, definitely, that's one of those things. And there's nothing wrong with detecting out there with your bounty hunters. It's learn your machine. It doesn't matter what machine you have. Learn your machine, and you'll be happy. You'll enjoy it. Don't think you have to have the 800, the Knox 800. You can do just as well with, an Ace 250 or one of those machines. Don't go running out and spending $1,000 on a machine for something you're not sure that's what you want to do.
Yep.
I mean, I'm so happy. That's what got me hooked. I talked about metal detecting for years, but I always thought it was an older person hobby, and now that I am old, but it was one of those things. It was always grandpa's hobby, and it was also, I kind of saw it as an expensive hobby, and not realizing that it wasn't. I mean, I got that Tracker 4, and I was hooked. I went out there, and I was out every day in the winter, and I was hooked. So it's from there, if you like it, then you can purchase your next entry-level machine or another machine for your future purchase. But don't just run out and buy the best machine thinking you're going to love this hobby, because it might not be for you too.
That's it.
I'm sure, yeah, it's like Dan just said he's got about $2,000 invested in detectors. You do. It's one of those things that if you like the hobby, then yes, you kind of move up the machines to what you see. And it does become an investment. I'll put it that way. It's an investment. It's end of the day if you have to.
But you know what, though? If you're into it and you're hooked like most of us are, you don't really, at that point, you don't even think about it that way anymore.
Yeah, and that's what Future Beeps just said. At the end of the day, if you have to walk over it to find it, so the machine doesn't really matter. It's true.
Exactly. You don't get your coil on top of it, it don't matter.
This is so true. Slow and steady wins the race. If detecting is for old people, I guess 35 is the new old. Yes, Josh, it is. God, I wish I was 35.
I'll tell you, honestly, knowing what I know now, I really wish I would have got into it at a much younger age.
Yeah.
Same here. And I think a lot of us feel the same way. It's one of those hobbies that I kick myself now that I wish I did it many years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I wish I started when I was a kid because my grandmother had a friend that she had a huge farm field that was like right down the road from where I used to live. And it was, the family would lose money like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, jeez. Where's that farm field now?
There's a development over it right now. So, yeah. I mean, we're talking like, it was like the 70s when I was a kid, the 70s and 80s. So I wish I was in it at that point in time, but we're talking generations before them. And they're all the same. They always lost a lot of money, like changed like crazy. So that place was probably rich with history.
Probably,
yes.
Probably buried under buildings now.
And that's one of the things, like, I grew up, my grandfather had a sand and gravel business. So every weekend we went down to his house because he had like 100 acres. The property would always be different because he was moving the sand and the gravel. And us kids used to play. We used to find the marbles. We used to find so many things and just toss it to the side because I have no idea what we were finding because I wasn't into the history side. We were just more looking for the marbles and the weird little gizmos and gadgets that you could pull out of there. But man, I would love to go back to that property right now. I mean, I know throughout the years he changed his business, so it ended up being a lot of cars got stored on his property. So there's a lot of
but those little things and those gizmos you used to find then, you find them now. Now you're on your phone.
Oh yes,
on Google going, what is it?
Exactly. I mean, think of how many things that I probably found that were, even thimbles and stuff like that. I probably would have tossed that as a kid because we were looking for, we were basically looking for marbles and things that we could throw or chuck across the pond. And I kick myself now. I'd like to go back there if I could. Nick Mola just said he used to have an old Radio Shack metal detector in the 1980s. So much for fun. That's true. Bounty Hunter Tracker still got it and use it. Awesome little machine. It really is, Brad. You can't fault that. And I'll tell you, if there's anyone listening about buying like a Bounty Hunter Tractor, I'll do a little plug. If you have a store that's called Hobby Lobby in your area or Hobby Lobby online, they sell the Bounty Hunter Tracker for, and then they do those 40% off coupons that you can apply it to. You can get that machine for like $80.
There you go.
So, I mean, if someone's looking to get somebody into the hobby, that's not a bad deal.
That's a good idea, Eric. You take your E-Tracker and take your Bounty Hunter, I get mine, and we'll go hit a tot lot.
Do it.
And come back and then make a little video and post it.
The tot lot challenge.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. There was a channel that I used to watch, and I cannot think of his name, and I'm so sorry, but I don't think he does it anymore. He used to do 5-Minute Friday. Every Friday, he would go to a tot lot with his metal detector and his phone. He'd set his phone for a 5-minute timer, and he would run all over that tot lot and see what he could find in 5 minutes. It was pretty cool because he'd play it. He'd play it with the music. I don't know if anybody else ever saw this guy, but
I did a video like that. Me and Jerry went out to we did some prospecting on some fields that didn't pan out. So we were on our way out of there, and I was like, "Let's do the tot lot challenge." And Jerry won. Yeah. He won by a couple cents, but he won. But I bring my little one to the tot lot over here by us. It's all rubber mulch, so there's no digging involved. You just move it away.
Give her the pinpointer and let her poke around.
Yeah. So no, we use the detector. We go around and we look, and then I have her push the mulch aside and with the pinpointer, and she finds it.
How many holes? How many holes could he dig in 5 minutes? How many holes could he dig in 5? Did he have somebody digging for him or something?
No, he did it. I mean, as you said, most tot lots are wood chips. They're usually wood chips. So he literally just had his little hand scooper thing and he'd just go there and dig quickly, get a signal, and he'd go to the next target and the next target. And he'd pump it. The music was like this really like heart pumping music. So you'd sit there going off with a 5-minute timer going, okay, what's he going to find? What's he going to find? And it was cool. Malaysia's in the house and Scott and Kimmy. Hi, guys. Good to see you. But no, as Dime Detector just said, eBay. eBay is a good idea to look. And also, John just said from Digologist, the Mine Lab Go Find is a great starter machine.
That's what I had to go find 60, I think it was.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
It's pretty because it folds up like really compact.
Yeah.
Right.
So like
another good one, another decent machine that's not too bad in price range as well is the Simplex Plus.
The Simplex, I'll be honest with you, I have the Simplex and it is a good starter machine.
Yep. I mean, you can get one. You can pick one up for roughly around $250, $270.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
No, it's not. I mean, if you want to make an investment in a machine, that's probably a good idea.
Yep.
If you want to invest a little bit more than $100 machine, is go into that. And then the thing is, by selling that, you'll probably just get your money almost right back from it.
Exactly. Not to mention, for that price, you got a waterproof coil too.
Yeah. Good deals. Good deals.
Things have come a long way.
Yep.
Good night, Nick. Hey, Adam. Adam is here. Got Relics, Rhode Island. Vichy, Medicine, Maine. Good to see you. Tom Rivers here. Shelly asked, what's a tot lot? A playground? Yes, it is.
Emily said, let's all do the tot lot challenge.
I think it's a great idea. Maybe that should be our next challenge. Do a 5-minute tot lot challenge and then nominate 3 people.
There you go.
Eric's not too sure. Look at the face he's making, Bobby.
I can bring my little one out there. It's hard in my area because
come on, there has to be a tot lot, of playground near you.
The only way I can hit a tot lot in my area is like after a nice rain, because there's nobody out there. Otherwise, it's overpopulated.
Yep, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, since you guys live close, you could go out together in a tot lot. Set that little camera up on the swing set or something.
With the Benny Hill music in the background.
That's it.
Yes, that's the music. That would be great to play.
You can spin it up. Speed it up.
Definitely. I want to see this. That's right. I'm starting to see hashtag tot lot challenge. Monk Cheetah's like, I don't know. Those tot lots can be vicious. Yeah, school's out right now. Could be.
Yeah.
I don't know how many kids hang out at playgrounds anymore.
I'll tell you, it definitely, I mean, the first time we ever hit the one by my house, we walked away with $20 and change.
See?
Yeah, but that's because some kid probably lost his lunch money.
It was all over, man. The place was loaded.
Did you tell me about one where like you found like almost a roll of quarters in one spot or something?
Yeah, that was in the back of a school. I found it was like $17 in quarters or something like that.
Jeez.
In one hole.
Well, that's the whole thing. You're also going to find bling and jewelry bits, earrings from kids, all those Pandora charms that fall off the kids' bracelets. I'm just saying, you're not going to find a lot of probably recent coins because I don't think kids carry money today, do they?
No, they all got debit cards.
I was gonna say at my school, most of the kids all have their little debit cards, and lunch money isn't lunch money anymore because we all use lunch cards. We all use credit cards.
They pay for lunch with their iPhones now with Apple Pay.
So see, I don't know. I think we need to do a tot lot challenge, everybody. I think it would be a good idea. That'd be one way of having fun, kind of being a kid again. I can see Bobby now running down, going on the slide, sliding down the slide.
I would. You kidding me? The first time I actually met Eric face to face, I was in BJ's with one of the
running
carts.
Around BJ's.
I'm running around one of the carts. I'm jumping on the cart, going wee through the aisle.
I'm like, who's this guy running around with these orange sneakers? And the next thing you know, it's Bobby.
Well, that's where I was going to get into the next question. Is basically, how did the two of you guys meet?
Actually, the first time we met in person was then, but we actually kind of would go back and forth probably for about a year now.
Yeah.
Around that. You know, I would go out and hunt, post things. He would, you know, they would go out and hunt, post things. And, you know, he was always, you know, always had something cool to say. Or, you know, even if I went out and it just got clad, you know, I would hit a bunch of clad, you know, he would always have something, you know, a positive comment or something like that. So just over time, I think it was just kind of like a mutual respect kind of thing. And then as time went on, I think we just talked more and more and more. And he would, if I had a question, I could ask him and I would get an answer without, you know, some kind of, you know, stupid remark or something like that. And that's the funny thing is back then I was new. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. So I would ask a question and he always give me an answer. Now I kind of know what I'm doing and I ask a question and now he gives me sarcastic remarks.
Come on, Bobby, you should know this by now.
I know, right?
I was going to say, isn't he giving you the real answers?
But no, he, you know, if I found something that I just wasn't familiar with, you know, he had an answer, and then, you know, we just kind of started messaging back and forth, and over time, I knew it was just somebody I could trust, you know.
That's good. That's important to have.
You know, and metal detecting community is not much different than life, man. You want to surround yourself with good people.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, there's some pretty amazing people in this community. There really is. I mean, one of the things I think I've loved the best is the connections that I've made since I've started this 2 years ago. It blows me away. It really does. There's some good people out there.
Yeah, I mean, just in the last, even I'll say 6 to 8 months, getting involved in watching the streams and everything is what really kind of solidified everything, because I got on and watched your streams, Copperheads, a couple others, and you know, just the people in here, there's just too many to name. Paul, I mean, look what he did. I mean, he's just a great person. The 24-hour streams,
24-hour streams.
You know, just the people that are willing to reach out and help somebody. You know, it grew on me, and just to see all these amazing people. And it, you know, and there's new people coming all the time, you know. And
that's what's nice about it is you develop this little community, because that's what we are. We're a community, and then it's not like it's cliquey or like high school days. It's like new people come into it and they join. They become part of the family.
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty cool. That's what I like the most. I love helping people.
Yep.
I love to help people.
Yep.
Do I know it all? I don't know it all. I don't act that way. I don't know it all. But what I do know, I don't mind sharing.
Not at all. Not at all. And I tell you, the most fun I have is when I go out and I hunt, and, you know, like I said, Eric and I live in an area where we're kind of blessed, I think. And I'll take people out with me that, you know, maybe not are used to hunting fields and farm fields. It's the greatest feeling in the world to bring somebody out and they find something and they're like, oh, oh what's this?
Mm-hmm.
I just went through that. We have a guy, he's what, 20 years, Brucey? He's been detecting.
Mhm.
Never found a copper. Not once. And he was dying.
Really?
Never found a copper. And I kept taking him out to different places. And finally, after about maybe a half a dozen hunts, I get him out. He comes running over. Now, granted, I'm 55. He's 10 years older than me, at least. He comes running over. He's like, what's this? I said, it's a largie. He was so excited. I tell you, I videotaped it. It might be the greatest moment I've ever had metal detecting. That I got to be there and see. It was incredible. When people find these things, it's amazing. I mean, I like finding cool stuff, but I love when people find stuff. And I'm able to see it and be first. I got to be, when Eric finally got his first barber coin, I got to be there. I was like 50 feet from him. It's just amazing, man. It really is.
And that's the best part, is seeing it through their eyes.
Yep.
Yes, Josh, you do need to come up north and dig with us. Question, guys, from Michael Farley is, he said he's having a metal detecting coil. It says metal detecting coil around the detecting part is not working, but the inside is, what is the problem? So the coil's metal detecting coil around the detecting part is not working.
So basically, if he's got a pinpointer on his machine, where it would shut the coil off and just use the middle part for the pinpointers working, but the outside of the coil is not working.
That's what I think it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. If he has another coil that he can put on, I would put on another coil to see how that works. If that coil works the whole thing, I would probably say it would be the coil.
Okay. Yeah.
If both of them are not working correctly, then he's got a problem with the machine.
Yeah. I definitely get that check. Good idea about checking with another coil if you have another coil, just to. So, guys, tell me something here. East Coast Metal Detecting Facebook page. How did all this? This is a 2-person collab thing that you guys pulled together.
Yeah. I mean, it's just something that I wanted to do, but I wanted to do it. We wanted to do it. We wanted to have a place where people were comfortable, where you didn't have to worry about, being criticized or for being new, or not afraid to ask a question or post whatever you want to post, as long as it's, not offensive to anybody, or, and also for people to promote their channels. I mean, neither one of us are in this to become famous or for glory. So, I mean, if we can do something that's going to help somebody else, that's what we wanted. Mm-hmm. And just to have an atmosphere like that. And I'm sure Eric would agree, man. We've been blessed with this.
Yeah. Great people in that group.
I was going to say, you've recently just created this Facebook page. I know a lot of people.
February 1st.
Yep, February 1st. I know a lot of people pulled out of a lot of metal detecting groups because of drama and issues and things like that. Yep. So, I mean, it's nice to see your page growing and the positivity that's on your page and the interaction that's going on your page. I've just posted a link, and actually all the links to their channels, YouTube channel, Facebook channels, Ultimate Find Box for Eric, because Eric is the man if you want the Ultimate Finds box. All that is in the description below, so you can click on that, go back to those links later and click on them and give them a thumbs up. But no, seriously, it's nice to see how rapidly since February your Facebook page is growing.
We actually, every couple of days, we kind of just like text each other. I'm like, how the hell did this happen?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
With some great people in the group.
Oh, phenomenal. I mean, we're actually getting to the point now where, we might need a moderator, keep an eye on things for us.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. I hear that. You know where I am. You know how to reach me.
I do.
I'm always here to help out. That's one of the things that I like about being part of this community is I like to be able to give back. Oh, Dime Detector just said on most detectors of your hold, I gotta slow this chat down. On most detectors of your change coils, you'll need to reset the detector or it doesn't work correctly. That's right. Thank you very much for reminding me that.
You could try a factory reset.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know that really well.
I mean, I don't know what detector you have.
And a mine lab.
I'm not sure what machine that Michael Farley has.
I mean, if he's got a Knox, he just got to hold the power button in for a few minutes, for a few seconds. It'll do a factory reset.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the same with a lot of the machines. But yeah, I learned that quickly, how to do a factory reset on my machines. It's always good to do, especially when you play around. Yes, Josh just said 647 members on that Facebook group. Congratulations, guys.
647 unbelievable people.
Amazing. And one of the things is, one of the things we want to let you know is that page is created for all of you here. So please take that opportunity and use that page. I mean, read the guidelines, because every page has guidelines. Read the guidelines, follow the guidelines, and participate. That page is there for another way to interact, another way to share your finds, your stories. Bye, Alan. I'm so happy you were here. Thank you.
So also, it's in the wings. It's out there. I haven't made it. I haven't published it yet. I'm still working on it. But to go with the East Coast Metal Detecting page, the group, I created the East Coast Metal Detecting info page. So the info page will go alongside with the East Coast Metal Detecting group page, where it's anything related metal detecting, which would be an event, tools of the trade, anything that we can put out there that people might be interested in making their life a little easier. And we don't get anything out of this. It's just information that we want to give out to people that'll help them.
But I like that, because that's one of the things a lot of us, that's why we're here. A lot of us are always looking for some sort of information.
I believe we have a video on there that if you want to know or learn anything about the Knox.
Oh yeah, there's
that video is crazy.
The Gig Master, he's a YouTuber. He has the best tutorial for the Knox.
Yep.
He does.
It's so in depth. He's very knowledgeable with the Knox. Like I said, I'm still working on it. There's some things that I need to tweak up, but that info page will go alongside the group page.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. I really am.
Yeah. Maybe a taco stand in the future as well. That was for you, Jason.
I was going to say, it's going to be Jason. Jason wants those tacos.
I love my tacos too, so.
All right, check my messages before I go. So tell me something about Brotherhood also has a page. Now, on these two pages that you both have, do you have to be from the East Coast?
Nope.
Not necessarily. So you don't have to.
I don't want it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we have a lot of detectorists that are from all over. Is it something that it's not just for the East Coast? Is it?
Not at all.
It's not at all. It's funny. It's funny you say that, because a little while ago, me and Eric were talking, and we were like, we have this one guy that posts every day, nicest guy. And I'll get up at like 5 a.m. for work and look, and he'll post, good morning, everybody, blah, 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 blah. And I'll look, and I'm like, every day. And it's like 2 hours ago. I'm like, that's 3 o'clock in the morning. Does this guy not sleep? Turns out he's from England.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, so we actually have members in our group from out of the country, so it's cool.
So I mean, no, it's not. It's definitely not. It's not segregated for the East Coast only.
Nope.
Anybody from anywhere could join the group. It's as long as they're respectful and to others, and we're happy to have you
and interact.
Well, I mean, that's the biggest thing too. It's like a lot of the people that when I first started out, a lot of the channels that I found were international channels. And I enjoyed that because I got to interact and learn a little bit about their history while they learned a little bit about what I was finding, which wasn't much at the time, but it was really great to interact with them that way. Hey, Duke James here. Good to see you. No, but definitely take a moment and check it out and join East Coast Metal Detecting Facebook page. You'll be really happy that you did. I love the interaction there, and it's a very positive page, very supportive page, and that's probably one of the most important things right there is being supportive of each other.
All right, Nancy, you ready?
Yes, go.
You ready?
It's time.
It's time.
You get to do
Listen
the
up,
state.
everybody.
You get to do the state thing. Giveaway.
All right, we'll have Eric pick the state.
Oh,
We
come on.
got it.
So
East
you
Coast
can
Metal Detecting glass.
put it in the.
Sticker.
Hold on, let me put you up so everybody can see. Ready? There we go. We've got a giveaway, guys.
Glass. Keychain. And sticker.
That's a
All
pretty
in one.
cool. I love how the glass says right there, right on it. Your decals right there. As he says, he's going to pack it really nice, but he's not responsible if anything happens to it.
Nope.
Because you never know with the postal company. Hey, Jerry Brotherhood's here too. He wants those.
Ah,
Hi, Tommy.
no. You're not
Hey,
invited.
Joe. You can jump aboard if you want, Mr. Copperhead.
Oh, look who's here.
Cynthia is here. All right, so we're going to have to pick a state. In the private chat, Eric has picked our state. Don't say it out loud, Bobby. I can see him looking at it. So when you see go in the chat, that's when you're going to pick a state. Please don't abbreviate. We ask you to write it out. If you don't know the spelling, try to write it the best that you can, and we'll try to figure out what you're trying to say. So guess as many times as you like. And once you see go in the chat, start guessing. Good luck, everybody. You guys see it, make sure you just yell it out for them to stop typing.
Holy
Somebody
crap,
freaking New
it's
Jersey.
moving quick.
It goes really fast. You got to keep watching it. Dun, 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 dun. We should have music for this.
Damn,
You
I'm
don't
good.
need to sing. I think I see it.
Yep.
Stop.
That figures. That figures.
Come
Stop.
on.
That's funny.
Are you serious?
Wanna,
Is
Jerry?
no. Who do you have?
Hold on.
I
I'm going
can't.
to double
I don't
check.
see it.
I saw it.
I see a winner. It's kind
I
of
see a
funny
winner,
who
too.
won.
Let me see. I'm going to type in the winner. Did you tell me
Everyone
if
stop.
I'm-
We've got a winner. I want to see if Bobby sees the same thing that I see. You write it in the private chat?
I already did.
Yes, that is who
Yep,
I saw.
I
So
saw
if
it.
you'd like to announce your winner, you can announce your winner.
The winner is Mr. Taco himself.
North
New
Jersey Detector.
Jason.
The answer was Alaska. He was the first person to type the state of Alaska. Congratulations, Jason.
Congratulations,
You just
Jason.
won that awesome gift right there. That's really cool. I don't even have one of those. So that's pretty awesome, guys.
I got a bunch of them. I'll send you one.
Shelly, I did write back to you on Facebook, if that's the message you're talking about. I'm sorry. Congratulations. That's so cool. And Jason is not too far from you guys. Well, he's in the same state as you guys, but he's in North Jersey.
Further north.
Further north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's up at Tippity Top.
He's up at the tippity top of Jersey. You guys are down this way a little bit more. Congratulations, Jason. Congratulations, Taco Monster. Just kidding. He does want that. Oh, that was so cool. That was a fun giveaway. Thank you. North Jersey, you can choose another state than New Jersey.
That
The
would be a
joke
little
is
too obvious.
The
joke
answer is
with
never Jersey.
That's the problem. That was one of the things I'll tell you, Tom, because Tom River is also from New Jersey, of course. Every time that we do giveaways, it was kind of funny because I would have like these giveaway shows where we just randomly pick the states. And the same thing when we did the 24 hours of live streams. Nobody ever picks, people guess New Jersey, but none of us have ever
No.
picked New Jersey
And
as
I don't think his
the
name is
wooded state.
I don't think his name is Tom River. He actually lives. That's
And
actually
he lives in Tom's River. I
work.
know.
I actually work in Tom's River, so I know.
I've been
who
to
he is.
Tom's River, so I know where it is. many, many years ago.
Really?
But yeah,
You ain't missing nothing.
no, I went down there to visit a family friend one time. But yeah, it was a long ride. That's all I remember. I vote for 24 hours of ice cream. Hey, I like that idea too. It's a bad addiction, ice cream. But no, so we keep saying that when we have our next big giveaway day, because I do those every so many months or whatever, I'll hold a big giveaway day. We'll have about 5 or 6 prizes. New Jersey will be one of the answers, and everyone's going to guess it. Everyone's just going to keep typing New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey. But we will make New Jersey one of the answers. Hey, Frankie, good to see you. Nobody wants me to run away.
Yeah, Jersey would be appropriate if you're going to give away like an easy pass, because we're like the toll booth state. We got toll booths like every 27 feet.
Oh, that's crazy. Though we have
There's a few states that nobody picks.
Yeah.
Alaska
Which one?
and
Alaska.
Nebraska.
That was a good. Yeah.
Nebraska's another one nobody picks.
Didn't somebody pick Nebraska on one of the other streams earlier in the week?
Nebraska's a good state to pick.
Wisconsin.
Metal Detecting. Yeah, it's those states in the middle that everybody tend to forget about. Mm-hmm. Everybody kind of knows the states all around. They'll go around, and then you kind of get in the middle, and it's kind of like, oh, what's in the middle? There's Kansas, there's Nebraska.
Colorado.
It's kind of like they get lost after Michigan, Indiana, Illinois. That way, they can kind of get lost in that little cluster.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I did Nebraska. If everyone go back and look. Did you really?
Probably.
See? That's cool. New Jersey is the state to pick. That's right.
I would have picked New Jersey, but there's a lot of New Jersey people in the chat, so that would be too obvious to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pennsylvania people here too, though. We get quite a few. There's nice little clusters, which is really kind of nice. But they're such big states that you guys can live hours apart from each other. Third state after you said it. So, Eric, tell me a little bit about the Ultimates Finds box for the ones that haven't heard about that.
The Ultimate Finds box, I came up with the idea for forever buying finds boxes out there that really didn't accommodate much. So I've come up with an idea, and I was able to find something that meets the criteria of what I was looking for, and then I modify them. And it's a 2-section box with 12 compartments, all lined with
Sorry about that. There's somebody at my door.
polyurethane foam that doesn't come out, and each box comes also with 50 toothpicks,
Which is awesome.
And I love the new ones he's got, the bigger compartment.
Yes, you got bigger compartments to hold large cents. You can hold up to 5 large cents at one time, and a $50 or a silver dollar.
It's like Bobby's looking. I was just looking for mine, but then I'm like, wait a minute, mine's green.
I got one
mine's green, so you're not going to see it.
I got one here somewhere.
Bobby's got like 15.
I do. I think this is one of the old ones, though.
Yeah, I have one of the original ones, which I love. It's a hard case. It's made nicely.
Yeah, Eric used to message me. He's like, "You're my best customer, dude."
I need to get myself another one because I want one with a larger compartment.
It comes in handy, especially the largies.
If anybody's interested, they're $15 each. Just send me a message. I usually ship the same day or the next day.
And I'm actually going to post the link in here too. It's a great little box to have. I mean, I know it fits nicely in your pouches. It's compacted nicely. It holds a lot.
I got black, blue, green and black.
Love the green one, man.
Yeah, the neon green.
I've got the neon green, which is awesome.
Nancy's got the transparent version.
Yeah, it's like when I hold mine up, mine's over there on the floor. I've kind of been doing some cleaning in here and rearranging, but when I hold it up, it's invisible. So it's the invisible vine box.
This is actually one of the original ones, not with the large compartment.
Yeah, but it's perfect.
Yep. It's awesome. Best finds box on the market.
Mm-hmm. It holds everything nicely. And not only that, you can decorate it. You can put the Ultimate Find stickers on it. You can put your own stickers on it.
Yep.
Jerry wants to know, do you have a pink one for the girls? Jerry, why do you think girls like pink? Not all girls like pink. That's got to be an inside joke or
Jerry's
something.
asking for himself, but
I think Jerry wants a pink box.
He does.
No, we do not have pink.
The neon green is really nice to have. It really is.
Like pinks and other colors are. I'd have to order them in bulk, and
Mark just said the toothpicks are a really nice touch. They really are. It's one of those things that you don't think about, and yet it's already in there. What about purple? Paul's wondering, is there purple?
Nah, no purple.
It
would be another special order type deal, and like I said, I'd have to buy I'd have to have 200 or 2,000 molded. And
awesome, John. Thank you. I'm so glad you made it, John. He set a reminder on his phone for my live stream. Yay, Digologist. Get purple, Joe Copperhead says. Joe, really? What, to match your carbon fiber purple shaft, Bernie?
I get a purple one. I get a purple one.
I would buy a purple one too, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I mean, I do like the neon green. Are they going to do a hunter's orange? Would that be a special one too?
I've definitely been looking into the day glue orange one. Again, it's a special. It would be a special one.
But that is something. I mean, if you did maybe you might want to do in your page a little poll or something, vote to see what colors somebody would buy. And I definitely think a hunter's orange, especially for us detectorists that go into the woods or even the fields, you're not going to lose that baby.
Nah.
Yeah, that green one you're not going to lose either.
This is true. That's why I picked it, because I didn't want to get a black one, because if I put the black one down, I won't find it.
Yeah, yellow, orange, purple, pink. It'd be nice to have those colors to add to it.
Yeah. But, I'll tell you, the green one's really nice, right? Who wants a green box?
Who wants a green one?
How about safety chrome?
Oh, Mike said do a rainbow one. Mally Man.
Mayor says pre-selling purple, 3 easy payments of $19.99. Get those orders up.
Frederick
Glow
Romano.
in the dark.
Frederick Romano just popped in. What's up, Frederick?
Hi, Frederick. Glow in the dark one. But yeah, there's some decent colors that everyone's mentioning here.
I could spray paint them purple.
There you go.
Hey, well, that's not a bad thought.
I don't know if it'll stay on it, but
what's that like? What is that stuff? That plasti dip? Would that work?
Dip?
Do you think? Would that be too thick on it?
With a clear coat over it. That's what I put on my my Knox coils. It's a red plasti dip. I don't know if you've ever seen my Knox coils.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a red plasti dip with clear coat over it.
And see, that's what I just like what Shelly just said. She decorates hers. She's got one of those machines that she can make those great little stickers and vinyl decals, and she decorates. That's kind of cool, just to kind of jazz it up yourself.
Madison Main said, "What about a Kevlar one? If you need a Kevlar finds box, you're detecting someplace you shouldn't be."
Flex steel. You have to clear over the plastic dip or it gets too dirty. Rust-Oleum for plastic. Bye, Dime Detective. Thank you so much for participating tonight. We had rain and thunder earlier, Paul. Yeah, there's been some storms that are going through. You guys be safe. There's some really bad storms out there right now.
You better get on those different colors there, Eric.
Yeah, I know.
See, Christmas is coming. Start thinking. I think you should do it.
I'll start needling. I'll text them like at least once a day. How you coming with those colors, man? How's those colors coming?
I'll start doing the same thing. Frankie just asked, is anyone a Garrett dealer? Joe? Andy? Does he do the Garrett machines too?
I believe so.
Joe Copperhead. If you're still in the chat, reach out to PD Sandigger. He has a question. You know, but yeah, no, I think that's awesome. All the different colors. Just Jason, I think, wants a 24 karat gold box.
Got to go see. What's that guy's name that dips the roses? Steven Singer. I don't know if you ever heard of Steven Singer Jewelers.
Why does that sound familiar?
He's a jeweler in New York. He dips red roses in 24 karat gold for like Valentine's Days and stuff like that.
That would be pretty pricey. So Frankie, hit up Joe Copperheads. Yes, they do carry Garrett. So if you're looking for a coil, reach out to him.
And if you haven't hit that like button, smash that like button for Nancy.
Boom, boom, boom. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Hit it.
So question, has anyone heard if Garrett is making a new AT series or not? I can't find any information. 19 Clambake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know either.
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't.
You know, the person that would probably know that would be Gypsy.
That's true. And speaking of that, their live stream tonight, their podcast has been canceled.
Yep.
That's why we've kind of run over a little bit, because their podcast that everyone usually goes over to isn't on. And I don't know about Detect America. The last I heard,
they're on summer schedule.
Steve was traveling and didn't know if they were going to be back in time. So I haven't heard if their live stream was actually on. Hey, Treasure Hunted SPW. Good to see you. I think Garrett will have Apex.
I did hear something not a while ago about maybe Garrett was coming out with a multi-frequency AT series.
But has that just been the rumor that we heard? Like right before Apex came out, everybody thought it was going to be that. I mean,
Tom's River Metal Detectors said he heard that Garrett was selling their company to White's Detectors. That's the other way around. Didn't Garrett buy White's?
Yeah.
Garrett bought White's. Shortly
that was the whole
after
thing, because when White's went out of business or sold their business, they went out of business. Garrett picked that up.
Yep. That was what? That was probably what, 6 months ago? 6-8 months ago? Around that?
Mayor just said they call it the Apex Multi-Freak.
Yeah, but it's not the AT series. The Apex was just something to compete with the Simplex.
Simplex, yep.
Have a good night, Mike. Mike's going back to work.
He's always working.
He is. He's got those weird shift hours. Just a little bit crazy. But I guess that gives you time to detect during the day, which is kind of nice.
Unless it's 96 degrees with 80% humidity.
What, like today? Today's been a hot day, guys. It really is, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we're gonna get out Wednesday. It's supposed to be
76.
76. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
so where are you headed? I mean, not asking for the actual street location to write it down, but I mean, is this a homestead, a farm field that you're going to? It
is a. I don't think they're actually using it as a farm field anymore or planting. It was a farm field because I've actually seen it in the winter, and it was a farm field.
Do they turn it over at all still?
No.
Okay.
They do cut it.
You maintain it.
Right. It's a place that I ran into last week. I went to go hunt there, and I saw I had seen it in the wintertime, and I saw the dirt, and I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother with that. That's just trouble. And I just ran into a guy in a tractor, and apparently it's part of a park. But he's like, wow, you actually asked first, knock yourself out. And I hit it for about 2.5 hours, and I kept sending Eric pictures. He's like, what? So he's like, and then he texts me, he's like, so what days are you off next week? Are you off this weekend? No. So we're gonna go and hit it. I tell you, you just don't know. And you talk about this a lot on your streams about what you're working on, trying to get permissions.
Mm-hmm.
Ask, just ask.
It gets easier. It does get easier. I mean, the hardest part is asking to make it that first move, and which I've done now. I mean, I've now scored 2 permissions. Both of them are over 200 acres.
Yep.
Most of them are both wooded areas. But I mean, that's the whole thing, is it's easier now for me. I've stopped at a couple of other different places and I've got to know. And you know what? I'm not offended by it. It's kind of like, okay, on to the next.
It's law of averages, you get enough no's, eventually you get a yes, and it actually turned out really good because almost everything I pulled out of that field was colonial.
Yeah, see, that's sweet.
I know.
I really want to get a homestead, though. A homestead that has several acres. Because I still feel funny about detecting around people's houses. Like, even the property that I have permission to, the 1765 house, I won't detect around his property. His property is immaculate. He's a wonderful man. But I respect him, and I will not detect around the immediate household. I do the rest of the field and the woods, but everything's probably sitting right by the house.
And hopefully we pull out a couple of good things. Maybe we haven't done it in a while. Maybe we'll actually videotape this one, huh?
Yeah, I'll bring the camera.
We're
due for a video. We haven't had a video out in
a couple months at least.
No, like I want to say like 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do a video. We'll throw Benny Hill music in there or something.
Well, there you go. You're an official Brotherhood Metal Detector now. So get in there, get the videos going.
Oh, I take videos when I go out and hunt, even when I go out and hunt solo. But, problem is most of them suck because I'm sitting here trying to hold the phone and hold my pinpointer. And Martin Scorsese, I am not. So.
Mally Man Mike just said Facebook has scored him 30 permissions so far this year.
Wow.
He posted on his Facebook town page. And I've thought about that numerous times, about doing that.
Whatever works.
So that is something, I don't know. I might have to try that with fall coming.
Do you live in a big town or is it a smaller town?
It's a small town. But
so
where I live, it's a 1700s town. It's one of the first towns around here. So, there's a lot of history.
Did you ever think about trying going to the Historical Society? They might be able to actually help you. I've joined the Historical Society to the town next over for me, because that's where I do most of my detecting. Is actually the town over for me, and I have joined that Historical Society, and they're a little bit funny about metal detecting. So it hasn't worked in my favor yet. I'm kind of hoping that it will, but it hasn't worked in my favor yet. It will.
I've offered some of my finds to them, but they already have it, or they have stuff in storage in their attic and things like that. But yeah,
show them your video. Show them your videos of how you do it.
Yeah,
that's true. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I think the more you can show them, sometimes whether it's a video or maybe a sticker, I think it kind of lends to the credibility a little bit more that you're just not somebody who's looking to dig up their yard.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of it, as you said, some people have said in the chat before, it's the word in too.
That's
you don't
true.
Say I'm not going to dig holes in your yard.
Right.
We talk about doing a plug and things like that. It is how you word it. It's how you present yourself.
I always say, when I'm talking to somebody or something, I always kind of mention, I chase history, man. I'm just chasing history.
It's a good way to put it. Tommy just said, make a short video. You can always pull up digging a good sized hole and making it vanish. That's true.
Yeah.
To show them.
Good plugs don't hurt.
Nope. Cut the plugs. That's right. That's the good word to say right there. Cut plugs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's not digging in the woods. Your plugs they don't have to be perfect in the woods.
Right.
Like you guys do.
Your soil's softer. Your soil's a lot softer in the woods too. So
yes, it is.
That's the one advantage. as much as I don't really love woods hunting, even when it gets cold, like where the ground's frozen, you could probably still hunt in the woods to a point.
Mm-hmm. I hunt all year in the woods. We don't have unless we have a really bad winter where it's like which we haven't had in several years. But I've only been detecting for a few years, and I've been out in the woods. Some of my best detecting has been snow detecting. I mean, we go to some great places, the crew and us, and we have no problem out there. It's once you get past that little top frozen, not even frozen, but frost, yeah, you're right into like that buttery soil.
Yeah,
because of the pines and the dirt.
We had a bad January here with that. I mean, one of the last videos I actually saw Eric do, he was going out for like a morning hunt, and he's videotaping. He's got his shovel, and he's going clink, 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 clink. Hunt's over.
Not happening.
No, not happening.
Well, that happens as you get closer to the water. If you're digging near water, you're gonna get that frozen ground where it's like, yep, and that's usually where your target is.
Yeah, it was January. It was bad. I mean, but I think that was a lot for a lot of people. You know, January was just one of those months we haven't had in a while here.
Yeah,
and you know, I tried to get out a couple times, thinking, okay, I got a nice 40-something degree day today. Let me try it. I'd get out there and nah. You feel that shock go through your leg.
I mean, you do a lot of the farm fields as you guys do, so you're going to get that frost and it's going to freeze because you're in the open space. I'll remember the first time that I went out with a crew to our first muster camp farm field. It was like, I don't know, I think it was the end of October, and we had our first frost. And me, the way I dig, I'm a hard digger, and I just picked my shovel because I had a good signal. I picked my shovel, I went right for the ground, had the frost. My shovel bounced off the ground and whacked me right in the eye. I left there with a big black eye. I was like, okay.
Did you at least get the target out of the hole?
I did. I got an amazing button out of that place, and
it was worth it.
It was so worth the black eye. It really was. But it was like,
as long as you came out with it.
It was kind of hard to explain to people, you know, going back to work and stuff, how you have a black eye. I hit myself with a shovel. It's like, no, I'm safe at home. Trust me. But it's very different in the woods. The woods kind of keeps it nice and able to dig. And you guys are.
I think me and Eric are still going to pass on the woods, though.
Oh, come on, guys. All right, that's it. If you're not gonna do the woods, we're going back to the tot lot for you two.
Hey, he'll take his ETrack. I'll take my bounty hunter. We'll go get lunch money.
I'll take the go find 60.
There you go.
For the ones that came in late, what we're basically decided to do is create this new tot lot challenge. And what it will be, you can go to a tot lot, and I don't know, do you want to do it for so long, 5-minute tot lot video to kind of like run around a tot lot for 5 minutes and see what you find, like that 5-Minute Friday used to do, or just kind of hit a tot lot and see what you can find?
Say hit it and see what you find.
Yeah.
It's a different style of digging, because I mean, I know when I started, I didn't do a lot of tot lots, a lot of playgrounds, because I like the relics. But when I was learning my machine, that was one of the things I did go, and it was a great way to learn, because you're definitely going to get signals. And it's a great way to learn your machine. I mean, I learned on the ETmax that a 52 was my nickel out of the ground, and it was also the tip of a pencil every time I went to the tot lot.
See, that's why you got to dig everything.
I was like, oh, I got a nickel, and I was like, oh, it's the top of that pencil.
Yeah, but when we do the farm fields and stuff like that, some of the ends of the shotgun shells ring up the same thing. So we'll be sitting there. I'll be sitting there digging. I'll get a 12 or a 13 on the Knox, and I'm like, nickel, maybe shield nickel, and then I'll pull it out and go 12 gauge, the stamp. And I'm like, shoot, put it in the bag.
Tom's River Metal Detector page, he just says we bury a lot of things in the woods. As in bury for future detectors to find, or are we burying something that's illegal?
I know Mally Man did that a couple times.
Yeah, I know. You should have a disclaimer for that in your show.
Yeah, Mally Man is really great about that. He takes this thing, the copper rounds. He says, he made a challenge of asking everybody to go out and bury some copper rounds or bury some coins with like your channel sticker or a little note saying, if you find this, notify me. And his thing was that if you did this and somebody found it, you would find like a gold ring or a ring. And I know that happened to a few people. It's like a few. I mean, Mike buried some, and like the following weekend, he pulled out a ring on that Connecticut hunt that we were in. I'm not sure. Was it Mike? Who was the first person to find it? Was it Mark the Berg Hunter, the first one to get a ring, or that did your challenge? I forget who it was, but there was quite a few people that have done that, and they had luck. So,
did you see what Mark TBH said?
No.
He said, I think I'll pass on the tot lot thing. He said, I'm 6'2", 280 pounds. Was 250 guy going through a tot lot with a shovel and a metal detector. Yeah, that might be frowned upon.
Yeah, and you don't want to go there at nighttime, okay? That'd be a little bit more creepier. But no,
I like to go after a nice long rain.
Yep.
Because then you know the kids aren't going to be there.
Good idea. Yeah, Anthony just said he buried 3 pill bottles with mercury dimes in it, with his sticker and a note to contact him. See, I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's almost like a time capsule. You hoping they will find.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I know the kids would annoy me if they went. Try to go to one with this. They're not a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Go real early in the morning before the kids are awake and before the kids get there.
Yeah, just go. You know what you do? Go get yourself a roll of crime scene tape, and just wrap it around the swings and everything. They'll all stay away.
That's one way of doing it. As Dan just said, he has found open buck knives and razor blades in tot lots. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really interesting what you do find there. I mean, I found a lot of nails in tot lots, and I'm just kind of like, why are these here?
Yeah, I've actually found a couple. What do you call it? What do they call them? Bowls. They smoke weed in.
The little pipes thing.
Yeah, so a couple of them, have the little thing on the end where you put it in, and it's got a little metal door that swings open to keep it closed and stuff like that. I was like, well, yeah, it's more than tots there then.
Anthony just said, pay it forward, and maybe some good karma will come your way. I like that, Anthony. Really good.
Karma's
real.
Like
that idea of taking something and putting it out there and see who finds it. It's always good.
No, I'm not putting any mercury dimes in your front yard so you can dig them up, Eric. All right.
I'm doing the tot lot challenge because the time I found the overabundance amount of quarters in a hole, I hear a kid going, he's burying bombs. So I was like,
nice.
Gotta go. Time to go.
Eric's gonna have his picture in the post office.
Oh gosh, that's not a good idea.
So I'm at a tot lot next to a school, and I got a kid saying I'm burying bombs. So I was like, time to go. It was the last time.
Oh, Marty is from Marty's That's About Digging. He's buried a jar recently. I bet you he probably filled that with some coins because he's got some great coins too. As Mike just said, by doing it, you get back 3 times fold whatever you give out, good or bad. Mm-hmm. I like that idea.
I don't know. What do you want to bury, Eric?
Jerry.
Which one?
Jerry's pink fine box.
With Jerry both? Well, both of them?
Both of them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll, I don't know.
We'll bury the first one that's got 30 coppers for the year.
He doesn't have it yet, does he?
Probably. Who knows?
Maybe that's the place to bury it, is near a little park or tot lot. I mean, I don't know your area for other detectorists that if they're mostly all farm fields that they go to in your area, or if you have a lot more.
I think a lot of people where we live do the beaches.
Yeah, I don't really know that many people that in the area
Me either.
that do it. I mean,
probably the closest person to us that I know detects would be Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin
Rusty
and Tom's
Digger.
River.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tim and Kathy.
Tim and Kathy are in Brick.
Yep.
Bobby's in Brick. Yeah, I don't really. And Brucey, and he's in my town, but
yeah,
there's not that many detectorists in the area.
I find a lot of them, a lot of the
know.
people in Jersey that I see in like the groups, a lot of them are up in North Jersey, and then a decent amount way down in South Jersey by like Atlantic City and stuff like that.
Yeah, Anthony said he buried 1 at a beach and 2 at a park. And Richie says parks are the best place to bury something.
Anthony Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. Hey, I got my New York permit to hunt and to detect in New York. So if you want to shoot me a message where you buried that.
There you go. Well, there's a few. I think who was doing that recently? Polly's Nickels and Coins roll hunting channel that he has. He did that with his town. He made a little on his Facebook page. He posted, he buried something, he buried some coins, and then he gave clues throughout, like each day he'd give a different clue to get them there to find it, which is really a cool idea to do that too.
Oh, kind of like a scavenger hunt in a
little
way.
Scavenger hunt to get people into history and get people into coins. It was a nice
like
little
a geocache.
Yep.
Yeah.
A geocache.
That's cool. It's just another way to give back,
LNW, so I'm confused as where is it okay to do this? On soil or our own land or not owned? Basically parks.
Parks, yeah.
Parks.
Oh, yeah.
Go to your town parks. Go to a town beach or a lake beach. Hi, Mike. Mike and wife is here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the best place if you wanted to do something like that to try the challenge, or if you live near a little lake or a pond.
Any place that's got like a little recreation or picnic area that people might detect or something.
Yeah, don't go to federal parks, Jason says.
No.
Stay away from the state parks. Stay away from the federal parks.
Local laws to make sure it's permitted.
No, my wife's bail fund's not that big to get me out. So.
Tom Rubis says it's against the law to litter. Karen's everywhere. Nobody will see you. Shh.
Yeah.
It's not littering because it's coming back out of the ground. Hi, honey. I love this time of night with him and his kids. I love this every Wednesday night on the Copperheads when the girls come in. Hi.
You gotta wave.
Hi, honey. We're all waving to you.
She's shy.
Sweet dreams.
Say bye.
You mean she takes off to her daddy?
He's not that. Let me tell you something. He's not as shy as you think he is.
I'm not shy at all.
He's not. When he's on here, maybe when he's out digging, he's a lunatic, man.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
You see dirt and shovels flying everywhere. Another aluminum cannon. God dang. He's a lunatic, man.
It's hard to talk on the Copperhead show. You got the others that talk so much.
Yeah, with Trey. Yeah.
And then they're like, you guys can go ahead and say something, and then he just keeps going.
Yeah, and if you want to see something really funny, come on a hunt with me, Eric, and his brother. The two of them.
It's a competition. Do they compete against each other?
It's a comedy hour.
Yeah. I mean, we did a hunt in January, I think it was, and his brother ordered this. I forget what it was. It was a big old chunky dollar. I don't know if it was a peace dollar or
it was a flowing. It was a flowing hair dollar replica.
Yeah, and he buried it right in the beginning where we're going into the first field, and Eric's like, he's like,
eyes wide.
He digs this thing up, and you would have thought he just found like a cache of gold coins, and then when he looked at it for a second,
it must have sounded
he
so
turned
good.
around and looked at his brother. That's the first time I've ever seen Eric. He was like, he ran after. Oh man! If he had his shovel in his hand, he probably would have hit him.
But that's also another best part of detecting with people, the fun you have.
Yeah, it's definitely not boring. I can tell you that.
Guys, this has been fun. I could go on a lot and hang out with you guys for a little bit longer, but we are going to start wrapping this up because I do believe the other streams have started and I don't want to go over too much longer. We could pretty much be here all night talking, I think.
I think this is the longest stream I've been on yet that I've seen.
Awesome. I thank you, Bobby and Eric, so much for being here.
It was our honor.
I'll tell you, thank you so much for the giveaway. And congratulations again to North Jersey detector Jason. He won the giveaway.
Make sure he gets you got his information. Just email it to me or just message it to me.
Yep. You know how to reach out to him, Jason. You can just go over into East Coast page and send him a message that way. And
or you can send it to Nancy.
We'll send it to me and we'll go from there and we'll get your giveaway prize to you. Everyone, I'm so happy that you could be here tonight. Please take a moment. In my description below is the link to all their channels, including the Brotherhood Facebook page, the East Coast Metal Detecting Facebook page, the Ultimate Finds box, the Brotherhood YouTube channel. Check them out all.
And we
join the East Coast.
We got something special coming up for 4th of July, so I'll just leave it at that.
Oh man, you're gonna leave me in suspense?
Yep.
You know I'm going to bother you every day.
But you know if we're doing something, it's going to be something good.
Awesome, guys. So definitely, if you're not a member then of East Coast Metal Detecting page, get over there after this stream and sign up so we can welcome you to the page. And remember, this is your community. What you get out of it is by what you put into it. Be there for each other, help each other out, and just have fun doing it. Yep. Any final words, guys?
We just want to say thank you for having us.
Thanks, everybody.
And thank you, everybody, for being here.
I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys ever want to come back and join the show or be a co-host, I'm always looking for people to come on and have some fun.
Well, you keep firing and rehiring your other co-hosts, so.
What co-host?
Oh, shit. So what
I'm only kidding, Joe. I'm only kidding. You were missed tonight, buddy. Okay, you were missed if you're still here.
One more thing before we go, Naz.
Yes.
Speaking of Joe, Cloud for Kids, man, please donate to it. It's a good cause that the Copperheads are doing.
Yes, I don't have that link. I'll have to put that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share that onto my page, my Facebook page. Get that link out there for Cloud for Kids. So if anybody else wants to I don't know, Richie. We'll talk about that another time. Right now, we'll just have a little bit of respect for them, and we'll keep things the way they are. We love everybody, and just keep hoping for the best, guys.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
That's right, guys. Once again, I'm Nancy, Ambient Girl, and this is Digging Life. And my fabulous guys here tonight was Bobby, East Coast Metal Detecting, and Eric from Brotherhood Metal Detecting. Guys, have a fabulous week. Be safe if you're in the storm areas, and take care. See you next week, guys.
Everybody.
Bye, everyone. That's right. Copperheads Wednesday. Be there. Night, everyone.